Good morning, YouTube. Roughly 5:30 a.m. Tuesday morning, and the first video I made. By the way, I'm really camera shy. I'm nervous as hell, but I'm gonna keep doing it. It'll get better. I promise you. The training, everything's gonna get better. Just got to get to a good camera person that can be there all the time. But anyway, I talked about my coach, Jason Lowe. And I mentioned Broku. Well, I don't know how he got it. He mentioned in one of his videos, and he calls it the Broku loaf, which I used when I was in my non-contest diet, gaining weight, and it's called the Broku loaf. Okay, and first of all, you need a container, like a 10 by 10 Tupperware container without the lid, and this is all they had because they were out of the quick oats, and I'm not getting paid for any of this stuff I'm showing you. I'm not promoting it. I'm just showing you what I use to make it easy. This is a quick 1 minute oats, but the quick oats, they absorb the water overnight better. I use a cup and a half, and then I use a cup and a half egg whites, 2 whole eggs, a tablespoon of great value ground cinnamon, and I usually use either half a cup or 3/4 cup of blueberries, frozen blueberries. And what else is? I use a little dash of Himalayan pink salt, not much. And I think that's pretty much it. You can use strawberries too. Strawberries, whatever you choose to put in your loaf. And I put it in, I beat it up in a blender and put it in this container. And I put it in the microwave for 10 minutes. And then I'll take it out and I'll flip it over on it. I'll put a plate over it and I'll flip it over on a plate because it's done, but it's not done. It's better when you do it this way. And I put it in for additional 8 minutes and then take it out and let it stand. And it's freaking awesome. I use sugar-free syrup. Walmart brand, can't beat it. And that's pretty much my breakfast. It's filling. You know how oats fill you up. And then, of course, every morning, creatine, Walmart, Gold Standard Whey, Walmart, everything's right there. For me, close. I'm 2 minutes away from the Super Walmart. With that being said, I'm going to mix my creatine up. But a lot of people want to know. I mean, you're 65. How do you stay in good shape? Well, it's called consistency and eating. Everybody thinks. Now, I'm not promoting this all. I ain't saying go out and do it because it's not like everybody says it is. Steroids. I hate to mention that in here because I don't want to get in trouble. Yes, I've done them in the past. I'm 65. I'm past that stage. But they want to know, how do you stay in good shape? Like I said, consistency, and it's, one of our shirts we made. Everybody wants to get big. Nobody wants to fucking eat. Really? If you eating is 80% of bodybuilding, 15% weights, 5% steroids. Sure, they're going to help, but I mean, why? If you're young, you don't need it. Your test is, you know what I mean? And then, when you're my age, it's a little tough. So, just got to be consistent with your weight training. If you don't know something, you see somebody that does, don't be rude or nothing. Don't interrupt their workout, but, ask them questions. Most of the time, people will, if you see me in the gym here in town, Daytona area, I mean, I'll be happy to help you answer questions. I've done it to a few people. I even went up to one guy that was curling. I guess it was called curling. I really don't know what he's doing, but he had no clue. I mean, I'm kudos to him for being in there. That's awesome. and he's still in there to date. And if he's got a question, he always comes up, hey, Jerry, how do you properly do this? And I'll explain it to him, and I'll show him his set, and then, and he just continues making a little progress. It's been like 6 months now, and I think he gained 10 pounds. He's doing better. Keeps his form good, which is good. But you got to be consistent. You got to eat. You got to freaking eat, man. I can say it a million times, and most people are going to forget it. Well, I can't eat. Well, yeah. Email me, ggriever5261@gmail.com. I'll give you some nutrition. I'm not a licensed dietitian, and most people aren't that give information, but I can give you what I eat, or I can do it on my videos. Just, comment, subscribe, and put down suggestions. I don't have a problem with it whatsoever. But, everybody, they think that, you can, I've been consistent for 6 months. 6 months. I didn't start training until I was 34. I did a contest in Georgia when I was 30, almost not quite 36. I won first place heavyweight. And that's when, my test levels, boom, I was training with a couple local wrestlers from WCW whenever they were around. It's before they had sold out. And I was straight bar curling 225 for 8. Last 4 or 5 were cheap reps, but I trained hard. I never missed training. I always ate. When I was framing houses at the time, and I would take in a bag. Of course, it was like insulated bag, where you keep your things cool. And we'd be putting a roof on with conventional frame. We never did trusses. With conventional frame roofs. And there's 3-story houses in Georgia, and I would take my bag up there. I'd have 6 boiled eggs, peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, and I'd eat them while I'm working. In between, weight on rafters would be pushed up to us and nailed, and bracing and cross bracing, X bracing, what have you. If you're a carpenter listening to this, you know what I'm talking about. But I kept my food with me. Had a microwave in the back of the truck, or the SUV. Had a cooler with my milk in it if I need for my protein shakes. I always take milk. Yes. I'm a lucky one. I can eat Little Debbie's Hostess cakes. I used to have, not anymore, but when I was gaining weight, I would stay 8% body fat. But I worked out in the sun every day. Really? I worked out in the sun every day. And I'm the type that I would have Hostess, Swiss rolls, Hostess, we call them Cosmo brownies, little packs of donuts in my nightstand. It's like, if I quit eating all that shit, I lose weight. I can fart and lose 5 pounds, no shit. And I'm just lucky. But I do work abs. I used to never ever work them. I got plenty of work, working abs, bending over all day, picking lumber up, carrying it up, getting up in strenuous positions, always training my abs to keep my core, straight from falling. But I do abs twice a week. I do calves every other day. Sometimes I do them 3, 4, 5 days in a row. It doesn't matter. I used to have no calves. They look like carrots. My legs from top. That's it. Now I've got good calves. And the biggest my legs were, I think, were 30 and a quarter. And that's pumped. And my calves were 19 and a half, 19 and 3/4. And my arms, I don't think my arms ever got over 19 and a half inches ever. I just, when I first started bodybuilding, I was all, from the waist up. There's a guy, Kenneth Lane, a power lifter. I think he's the first guy to ever, this was back in, I was 26, almost 40 years ago, probably about 37 years ago in Abilene, Texas. And he took me over to the mirror and said, look, man, you go look at you. Just take a good look at yourself. So I looked in the mirror and said, yeah, I mean, what's wrong? I mean, you look pretty good. He goes, now look from the waist down. Turn sideways. Damn, if you turn sideways, I look like a zipper. You know what I mean? I had no quad, no nothing. So he started training me, giving me advice, pushing me, make sure I did legs. I got to where sometimes I'd do legs 3, 4 days in a row. I'd come in every day, hammer. I got to where I could squat 600 for 8, and that's free weight, rock bottom, ass to heels. and that's a good weight for my height, 6 foot. But my best, we went to a Gold's Gym seminar had Michael Francois way back in the day, and if you're my age, you know who I'm talking about. Paul Gillette and Mike Quinn were there, and it was in Buford, off Buford Highway, Gold's Gym. And I went with a training partner Mike Summers, which is the best fucking training partner in the world. And I think my best rep squat was I did 315 for 30 nonstop. I think it was 30 or 50. I can't remember. I know it was a lot, but it got to where, you know, the verse I just read it, you know, I was, you know, but I did it. And a lot of people to this day don't believe it. Says there's no way. I don't care what you believe. Don't make a shit to me. I know I did it. And there's people witnessed it. You know, the whole gym was watching. It made me feel good, and I just got so psyched on legs. I'd do them 3, 4, 5 days in a row. Just go every day, until my legs got freaking huge. And then I was asked to do a couple of high school guest posing to high schools, not getting paid for it. You know, just putting me out there, which, you know, was pretty cool. But sad thing is, that's the only contest I ever done. You know, in Atlanta. It's I never really knew much about bodybuilding. Making money at it. I didn't even thought about the money aspect. I just enjoyed training. You know, I enjoyed training, and that's pretty much it for the day. I'm going to do back, and I'm going to show you and explain to you a few different variations of some 4 back movements, maybe 5 back movements. It's going to be kind of interesting, and maybe you'll get something out of it. It'll give you, instead of just a higher lat and upper lat and back, rear deltoids, and, you know, rhomboid area, it's going to hit your lower lats also. So just tune in, and I'll make the videos a little bit longer, but I don't want to wear you guys out or bore you. But I'm really excited about doing this. I've got a passion for doing this, and I'm going to keep doing it. I don't give a shit who likes it. You know, if you like it, wonderful. Subscribe, like, leave comments, good, bad, doesn't matter. You're not going to hurt my feelings. You can't hurt my feelings. Not anymore. But that being said, y'all have a blessed day, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace.